Yo, GM to Yama.
Yama donated $5. What's up, guys? Yama again. New contract offer
Yama?
for you. Like the guides and subscribe to Gnomonkey. In exchange, you will get either a piece of Oathplate or 200 soul runes.
Or 200 soul runes? It's a deal. That's quite a deal. GM to YouTube. Hi, GM to YouTube. We're doing a duo Yama guide. So I did a couple solo guides showing how to do it if you don't have friends. If you do have friends, you can do this. And it's pretty good overall, like kills per hour, because the Soul Flame horn is really, really strong and you can only use it in duo. What I'm going to do is first do a kill in, you know, fairly good setup, and then do like a lower tier budget setup. Really important is that Purging Staff is effectively equal to Shadow. They're almost the exact same. Shadow is slightly better on the last phase, but overall they're basically the exact same. So if you don't have a Shadow, you're totally good. But Mage Gear is really good. Like the more accuracy you can give it, the better. I'm gonna bring Shadow because I have it, whatever. Just doing like a pretty decent gear here. I'm bringing Soul Flame Horn. The way this works, if you missed it, this is the new spec weapon. It costs only around 50 mil right now, so it's fairly cheap. Soul Flame Horn is you buff your teammate, it costs 25% spec, and then both of you on your next melee are guaranteed to hit. So this is actually just really good DPS with like Emberlight, like just hitting the boss. Like just swing, horn, swing, horn, swing, horn. This is like the best DPS you can do in a spec. It's really strong. Also, it enables you to use an Elder Maul. Elder Maul doesn't hit because the boss is 333 crush defense, but if you use a horn, it will land. And one horn basically perfectly puts you at the defense cap for Yama. So horn enables your teammate to drop one Elder Maul. That's all you need is a single Elder Maul. That's all the drain you need. And then it enables really good DPS spec. It's really good. It's really, really strong. Abbey Dagger is an option. It lets you dump spec faster with horns. It does work with the horn and it's a really good DPS. I'm probably not using it, so I'm going to bank it. But I've been doing like fast kills with it. It's decent. It's decent. It's something to keep in mind. Just whacking with Emberlight is really good though. I have some Aether runes in here, so I can use Word of Arceus, Thralls, Death Charge, Mark of Darkness. If you don't have those, you have to have one more rune slot. That's totally fine. I found like 2 restores enough. I'm bringing 3 just to be safe. Lots of food. Purging Staff is important for one-shotting the orbs. Even if you have a Shadow, you still want this along for one-shotting the orbs. It's very, very useful. So I want to keep that in mind. I'm using Oathplate as well. This is theoretical, like Biss. Oathplate top and bottom with Torva Helmet is your best option. This is the best possible like gear you can use. And we'll do a budget setup after this, so you don't need all this. Oathplate is only just a pinch better than Torva here as well. It's like a couple percent at best, so you don't need it either. 1.3% better, Hedron says. There you go. Yeah, melee is 11% better than mage. So the reason you were maging in solo is because draining him is really hard. Like, it's hard to drain Yama, like, effectively. In duo, it's a little bit easier. Even if you don't have the horn, it's a little bit easier. You want to mage solo, but you can start meleeing in duo. Ways to get down here? Use Fair Ring DJR. And then it's in the Chasm of Fire. And then you would run around all the way over here. The chain puts you right here. You can see the chain. So the chain's a lot faster. There's a different option for getting there. Alrighty. So big thing with Horn is you guys need to be near each other. So what I've been doing is starting right next to the boss. And Sax has been starting, you know, a step away, potting up and then getting close to the boss. So I'm going to pre-Horn right before we start the fight. And then he's going to immediately Elder Maul. He's got it on, right? So we're going to just send. What the... So I'm going to horn him, hit challenge, and go. So one of the things you can do here, I'm going to give him another horn, is Yama picks a tank at the start. So the person who's the tank can actually pray melee while in melee range. And then the other person doesn't need to worry about that prayer when he does it. It just makes it slightly easier. Really, really nice. So what we did there with that glyph attack... When Yama does the, like, these kind of special, like, a thing is appearing on the screen. If you go tap the glyph, it's going to block it and not hit you. In this case, he chose to do these orbs, but with this gear, you actually can just, like, beat them, basically always. If you're not beating them, you actually can null them as backup by touching that. So that the void one hit us, but the fire glyph did not because I went and touched the glyph. You can do that for both of them, so you don't actually have to kill them. Thing I didn't know before. And so for the Judge here, Judge is guaranteed hits. You have to swap between mage and melee. And it's a shared health pool, so both of you are working on it together. and then you go back to fighting the boss. So this time Sax is the tank, it looks like? Yes. So I'm going to hit the glyphs. So that only the person who's the tank gets the, like, full special on them. And basically, like, in this gear, it's always going to be 1 or 2 specials. So, like, as soon as you see this appear, you can just hit the glyph. And we're already phasing. The kills are really fast. All right, we're phased. Phase is 33% and 66%, by the way. And again, it's just same thing as before. Swap between 2 styles. And this is enrage. So enrage is much, much, much harder. One of the things we've been doing is, like, starting with a horn and then dumping Abbey Dagger spec. The problem is that anytime someone takes a melee, it spawns one of these. So that's why you want to shadow this phase or Purging Staff this phase. Either way, fine. Because anytime he melees, he spawns an orb. And it's going to do these meteors. You basically just want to step perpendicular to them. That's the idea. And he's going to alternate attacks. So it's going to go mage, range repeatedly. Step perpendicular. It's going to do a range attack. And we're basically there. I'm going to leave that orb because we're going to kill him. And that's it. It's fairly straightforward. If you have good gear, you kind of just fly through the fight. That was 3 minutes. Not bad. The horn does not work with any multi-splat hit. So if you're like, oh, I know, I'll use the Scythe. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. It only works for 1 splat. So things like Eldermill, BGS. The only reason Abbey Dagger works is because it calculates in a really weird way. Oh, it's 350 shards. I'm sorry. 350 shards, not 250. You need hella shards. So multi-splat doesn't work unless it's an Abbey Dagger. Everything else, it's just like, just whacking with Emberlight is really solid. Like, that works really well. I'm going to send a budget kill. It'll go a little bit slower. We'll have to be a little bit more careful. I don't have an Arclight. I cannot get an Arclight. I have no means to make an Arclight. That is impossible. The Arclight will not be made. You should get an Emberlight for this boss. Forgotten Brew. It doesn't matter when you're casting with Purging Staff because of the level. We'll go over that. Okay. I have pulled out basic gear. Standard. Mid-level setup, we've got the Feralus. We've got the Primps. Face guard, fire cape, typical mid-level stuff. Bandos, you know, nothing too crazy here. We have a cult, we have Torms, and we have Blue Moon gear. Erims is fine, Blue Moon is fine, doesn't really matter what you're using. It's all kind of the same stuff. I put the Shadow away. We pulled out a Purging Staff, and Emberlight is our 2 weapons. If you have only 1 Synapse, the Purging Staff is the important one. I can't believe I'm saying that. Because Arclight is fairly good on its own. Like, if you only have 1, make a Purging Staff. Because Purging Staff is really, really important. You can't really replace that easily. It's really, really, really strong. What you want to do is we're going to be Emberlight specking at the beginning. Goal is to get 3 Emberlight specs. Make sure you join Party with your teammate. There's a plugin called Party. You can join a party with each other, and you can see when you guys land specs. You don't have to do comms or anything. Really, really nice. Once you get 3 specs, from then on, it's just dump Burning Claws. So he'll be as low as he possibly can get at 3 specs, and then it's just dump Burning Claws. Yes, you follow? You dig? Okay. This should be a little bit more straightforward, this kill. What are you wearing? Okay, speak. Okay, so same as before, you're going to start the kill. This time, we're going to just spam Emberlight specs. One of you should be the backup in case you land everything, because you only need 3 Emberlight specs. So I'm going to be the backup. I'm going to wait for Sax's 2nd spec. If it lands, I won't spec. If anything hits a 0, you just double spam the Emberlight specs. The goal is to get 3 specs on the boss. That's the idea. Once you have 3 specs, it's just spam Burning Claws. That's all you got to do. All right? So we'll start. And I missed, so I already know I'm just specking again. Okay, we've got 2. Not terrible. All right. So again, anytime there's a glyph, it's just you're going to start at this one or this one. And step on it as soon as he does the special, and you'll dodge it. Okay, he's doing the fireball. Just step on it, easy. And I'm just flicking to pray mage or pray ranged here. But anytime it melees, it's not actually going to hit Sax. So he doesn't even have to worry about it at that point. I'm going to step on this. Okay, and I'm going to swap into mage. Because you want to be in mage for the judge. Because you can hit on the rocks on the way to him. If you don't get the switch, whatever. It's okay. You can always one-way to Purging Staff or something. So for the judge, it's just 1 and 1. There's just 1 melee, 1 mage. And you're both chipping away at him, so that drops his health. Okay, and I'm the tank. I'll have Sax hit the glyphs this time. And it's always, always, always going to start with this one. Every single time. He always chooses this one first. So now he's going to drop a big meteor. So Sax has to be really close to the tile. Or it doesn't matter because Sax can run. I'm the only one who's going to have my run turned off here. So you can see that my run is turned off. But Sax can still move at full speed. So that's kind of why you want to like divvy up the tanking and stuff. Like it makes it a lot easier to hit the glyphs. Okay, now we're at phase. So I already see that. We're below 33%, so he's going to phase now. There it is. And I missed the switch. Let's just do a one-way. It's fine. One-way, hit him. Just like that. And that should kill. Yep, sure does. Easy. So now we're just going to dump some Burning Claw specs. And you want to try to avoid tanking melees here because every time you take a melee, it's going to spawn orbs. Okay, so this is the hardest part of the phase of the whole fight. He's going to alternate attacks, ranged and mage. So right now, he's going to do a ranged attack, and it's going to alternate every single time. You just swap to the next sprayer. Mage, range, mage, range. You can see the orange is mage attack, ranged is the shadow attack, just like that. You're just going to mage the whole time. If you melee during this part, you get a ton of orbs on the screen. It's going to be a lot to handle. It makes it way slower and way harder. So just mage is totally fine. Okay, when these pop up, you want to go snag them. You actually one-shot in this gear. Even without, like, the Giga Max gear, you still one-shot. So if you drop it a spec, you do actually, like, save some ticks. It refunds your spec. It's very worth doing. Best advice I can give for these is run kind of early. Every time. You could see, like, I literally ran into the fire. Like, that doesn't hit me. So you can see, like, it's really, really, like, you want to run super early. See, that hits me. So you want to run super, super early on that. Okay, not bad. We got it. For solos, can't mage the whole time. Right, because draining him is really hard. So magic is better if you don't drain him. So for solos, mage is really good. Otherwise, nah. Is Scepter not worth it if mage... No, I don't think Scepter is worth talking about. It's not very good. You mage so little, so... Thoughts on Circle? I love it. My favorite bow in the game, easily. It's not very good. Okay. I'm going to do another kill. We're going to run it back. We're going to try it again. Things go really, really fast in duo. So I'm just going to try to explain as we go, like exactly what we're doing. We're going to start 3 Emberlight specs. That's the plan. Okay. Oh, you did land. It was just late. Okay, that's fine. So I got the full specs off. So I grabbed that glyph. One of the things you're looking for is the attacks on you. The shadow, ranged hit. Orange flames on you, that's a mage hit. And then melees are just, you know, nothing. I'm hitting that. He does a huge ring of fire attack around him. That's a special. So you go grab that with a glyph. And every time you're just going clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter. It'll always be in this order every single time. We can swap mage here. Make sure we hit this. Swapping mage for the judge is good. Thing I forgot to mention, the judge, his attack can be used against himself. So if you do step unders, whenever you're attacking, like this, he'll hit himself with his own skulls. So you can see those little, like, small damage flats. That's from himself. So really, really nice for just doing some extra damage. Here's on the tank again. I'll let Sax do the glyphs. Perfect. And he just grabs that for us. So the next one is going to be a giant meteorite. Sax just grabs it and it deals with it the exact same. The only difference is that if Sax is to miss it, it'll just like straight one-shot me. So it's higher risk. But it's the exact same way to solve it. Giant meteorite. You don't even have to move. I see people like trying to get out of the way. You can just stand there. Totally blocked. You can see, like, even in this gear, like, you kill him fairly quickly. So I do a mage switch because we were at 33%. Okay. We're both doing damage, and he's dead on this swing. Nice. So I just want to go in, dump my claw specs, and then start maging. I can get one more spec off. A little awkward. We're good. We're good. So the meteorites you see, you actually do both get them. But you can't get hit by the other person's meteorites. So you don't have to worry about that. It is client side. But you do both get them. It's kind of like getting into a rhythm with the swapping prayers here. It's just like every single time you're going to swap prayer. And then it's going to be mid-meteorite attack that he hits you with the next attack. Want to make sure somebody goes and hits these. These heal the boss and damage you tremendously if you don't kill them. So somebody has to deal with them. I missed a range spray there. That's okay. We're almost there. No! You can see how quickly you can get comboed. It's really like, it drops your prayer, and if he hits you at the same time, that shit just kills you. So it's good to keep your health high. I was definitely egoing, sitting like 40 health there. That is not the play. Do not do that.
Lawrence.
Delete the tape, rewind. I think that's good. I'm leaving that in. I like that.
One more thing, you want to stay north usually. Definitely don't be south because that's where the waves start forming.
Oh, yeah. You never want to stay south of Yama, like towards where the waves are coming from, because you just don't have time to react to them. So staying on the far side, like north of Yama, is going to help give you reaction time on the waves. Very important. Thing I didn't mention as well, really, really important, Mark of Darkness is tremendous amount of your DPS when you're maging. So you have to hit Mark of Darkness. So whenever you equip Purging Staff and you start maging, just make sure you cast Mark of Darkness. I'm also using Ward of Arceus. You don't usually see this spell very often, but it reduces damage. It reduces damage that's coming towards you from demons. So anytime Yama hits you, I believe it takes 10% damage off. So that just reduces the damage you're going to take. It's really nice. Just a handy spell to cast. It just costs nature runes in addition to what you're already bringing, so that's worth the slot. It's really, really nice. Yeah, with Purging Staff equipped, Mark of Darkness lasts 5 minutes instead of 1 minute. So it just lasts basically the whole kill. So that's really, really nice. I saw people asking if, like, Staff of the Dead is okay, or, like, Sang. No. Because all of these weapons are multiplied past what they usually do for Demon Bane. Effectively, Yama's a super demon, okay? So you saw my Purging Staff was hitting, like, 80. That is not normal. That's because it's Demon Bane. So you really, really, really need the Purging Staff. Like, there's not many ways around it. Like, you kind of have to get that. So I'd highly recommend, like, sending TDs if you want to do this. Get at least one Synapse and make a Purging Staff. It's really important. You can get kills without it. Like, you're just going to sit there maging the orbs over and over and over. But Purging Staff is an insane time save. Like, it's so worth doing. I'd say it's almost not worth coming to Yama without a Purging Staff. Like, it's so incredibly important. Void is really terrible. Yes, you don't have to do many switches. The thing is, and the reason you don't want to reduce your switches with, like, melee is because check this out. Do you see my melee strength? you see my melee strength? 81. Hang on, brain. 19. Do you see my melee strength? My melee strength is 19. When I equip Emberlight, it goes up to 32. The thing has 13 strength. That is not a... It's like an iron sword. So Emberlight, all of its damage comes from the strength bonus of your gear. So if there's ever a time you don't give it enough strength bonus, its max hit drops dramatically. Like, you'll stop doing damage completely. It's really, really important to get as many switches as you can for your melee. Really, really, really important. I cannot stress that enough. Each, like, 2 strength bonus is a max hit, like, roughly, for your Emberlight. So any strength that you can feed the thing, really, really important. Oh, yeah, if you're using Moon's gear, you're like, oh, can I just hybrid with, like, Blue Moon? You want to bring the thing that gives you the most strength. If you have Blood Moon and Blue Moon, bring Blood Moon and Blue Moon. Like, you need as much strength as you can give Emberlight. Because as soon as you drop strength bonus, just like I said, you are losing so many max hits through the whole fight. It's really, really bad. So you want to give yourself as much strength bonus as possible, effectively. This is not an easy boss. This is not an easy boss at all. But you can get in there and get kills. If you're like, this looks kind of tough, it's definitely doable. It's going to take some practice. That enrage is definitely killer. It's rough. It's very hard to get through. But you don't need crazy gear to get it. If you have 2 synapses, you have almost the same DPS as everybody else. Like, basically all your DPS is in these 2 weapons. So don't be afraid to go try it out. It's not easy, but it's fun. It's fun, and it's definitely doable. It's more doable than you would expect. For sure. For sure, for sure. Once you get the glyphs down, the boss is not typically hitting you very much at all, except for that last bit. So it's just like a push for that last 33% to get the kill and clear it out. Yes? So click Yama. It's worth it. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a really good boss. I really like it. It's actually genuinely really, really fun. Good night, YouTube. Leave a like, subscribe, all those good things. Peace. Mwah!
Bye.
Bye.